well, we're still kind of recording some of the stuff. It's, still minor.
Tracking.
Yeah, still tracking, but we're going to release another album that's coming out, and this one's a little more rootsier. It's a little bit, I want to say there's some darkerness to it, but a little bit still, there's some stuff on there that...
Still blues.
It's still blues, yeah. It's still blues.
Yeah.
It's straight ahead stuff,
Well, I don't expect anything less from you guys.
Yeah, but Scott Abate at Ripcat Records, he's working with us right now, so.
Yeah, and Ripcat Records, of course, for you listeners that don't know, there's a new label in town, and it's Ripcat Records for independent young blues artists. So it don't have to be young, although you guys are. To go ahead and you're younger than me, bro. So, anyways, getting back to that, to go ahead and make some sort of establishment for the bands, right?
Yeah,
he's touring options and all that kind of stuff.
He's really kind of helped us out. He says, you know what, I'm going to help you guys out, get the word out. And he said he's really just like kind of like a launching point to launch us to like another bigger name label.
That's awesome. I mean, everybody needs all the help they can get with this style of music.
Yeah.
And great to go ahead and put everybody together just to go ahead and move forward with it. The one record I'm looking at right now says Tease Music and Ripcat Records on it. And this is your second pressing of this release?
This will be our third, actually.
Your third pressing, and how many have you sold?
We've sold about 2,000, and we just pressed another 1,000 with actually that's out on Ripcat. He just re-released this recently, last month.
Just recently.
Fantastic, man. That's great. 2,000 records is a lot of records.
Yeah, that's not including gallons. It's been almost a year, I guess.
It's almost a year.
Yeah.
And Mike, your affiliation with the 44s, how long ago did that start?
It's been about 2 years.
It's been about 2 years
We
now.
jumped him in about 2 years ago. Yeah.
You jumped him in?
Blood in, blood out. Yeah.
Blood in, blood out.
Thanks.
Wow. There you go, the 44s, baby.
Yeah.
No messing around right there.
Yeah, we're gangster.
We're gangster all the way. I'm going to go ahead and play the title track from this record. Anybody want to introduce it?
Yeah, this is Jason's favorite song.
Jason Lozano, our drummer, he
loves this song.
This is his favorite song.
Jason Lozano, hell of a drummer, man.
Yeah, he is. And he all he says is every single time that we play shows,
Boogie Disease.
I want to play Boogie Disease. I that's my favorite song.
There you go. And I need to go ahead and give props to Tex Nakamura.
Yes.
Also.
Wow. Tetsuya Nakamura. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow, man.
I'll just imitate Tex. He's in the studio with us. His presence is here.
His presence is always around. Whenever I'm around you guys, he is definitely around.
He's a talker, isn't he?
Oh, man. He's a great guy. Tex Nakamura.
He can play, man.
Okay, yeah. All you guys can play, and that's the reason you guys are where you're at. So here we go with the 44s. The name of the tune is Boogie Disease.
The boogie for the nurse. I had the boogie so long, they had
All right, back to the 44s here. That was a tune called Johnny Cochino from their release Boogie Disease. And before that, the title track to the CD, Boogie Disease. And Pull My Strings. Great stuff right there from the 44s.
Thank you.
Muchas gracias.
And Johnny Cochino. That is the second appearance for that tune.
Yeah.
First one's on a Delta Groove live record.
Yep.
And whose song is that?
That would be Mr. Kid Ramos.
Yeah, Kid Ramos been hanging around with the 44s for a little bit of time now. I've been noticing.
Yeah, I pay him with peanuts.
We pay him in hair wax.
Yeah, I pay him with hairspray.
Pomade.
It's hairspray.
Carne asada goes a long way, guys.
Yeah. Actually, that's how we actually met, man. He invited me over to a barbecue, and I brought some pollo asada.
Oh, man, he was loving it, huh?
And it was from my special place that I go to
in P-Town?
No.
Oh, then it's not special, bro. Come on, you got to go to the P-Town favorite house over there that makes the pollo and carne asada.
I go to this place, and I ended up going over to kids, man, and the look on his face, man, like I fed his family. He was so happy. He's like, you can come to my house anytime. I think I cooked 12 steaks and probably about 20 pounds of meat.
Great hosts.
Yeah.
They both are. They're both wonderful people, the Ramos family.
Yes, they are.
And, he took an interest to this band.
Yeah, he did.
And he produced the record and...
Played on it.
Yeah, he's
played on it. And he is one of the premier... blues guitarist worldwide.
Yeah, he is.
And he is supporting you guys, and what more can you ask for, man? That's a great thing.
We were really blessed to have him play with us.
He's helped us out a lot, actually.
Yeah, really, a lot.
With your sound and where you guys are at with your music right now, there was another guy that comes to mind, and that is a fellow we lost in '96, I believe it was, and that's Lester Butler.
Yeah.
And I know Lester Butler and Kid Ramos were really close to one another, done some stuff with 13 and sat in with the Red Devils and all that kind of stuff. There was some camaraderie between Lester Butler and Kid Ramos. And maybe you can go ahead and touch on that, because I know your sound and your style hits that Red Devils 13 approach,
It was so crazy. I never really had a chance to meet Lester Butler, and I really wish I could have. But I did have the opportunity. I got a phone call from Johnny Ray Bartell and Dave Lee Bartell. Went out and played with those guys, Bill Bateman, the actual original members of the Devils. And, I learned a lot. They told me a lot of stories about Lester and stuff like that. Some were good, some were bad. Doesn't make a difference, But I never got a chance to meet him. And then I talked to Kid about him. And Kid actually told me that there's a recording that no one's got.
Yeah.
And so I've been trying to
the lost recordings.
It's the lost record. It's actually the last recordings that Lester did.
Is that Johnny Cash thing?
I think it's some of that stuff, yeah. But Kid, I've been trying to slip roofies into his drinks to try and sneak it out of his. I'm gonna try and get that.
It's in Johnny Ray's iPod.
Yeah, exactly.
He told me the same thing.
Yeah,
it's in my iPod. I got to get it to you. Well,
yeah.
I haven't gotten it to me, but that's okay.
Yeah, so there's some last stuff on there that I just wanted to hear.
Yeah.
But yeah, he has been an influence on the band, because it's just more that rock and roll sound of blues,
Yeah, dirty.
He took Little Walter and just made it nasty.
Yeah.
And it's just like the early days. Little Walter took someone else and took his stuff and made it nasty too.
Yeah, exactly.
For that time.
Oh no, he was a total innovator.
Yeah.
For his time that he was doing his music, that band just leaps and bounds as far as the music scene and their approach and where they were going.
Yeah.
And now you guys have kind of like that same rough feel.
Yeah.
To yourselves. Well on stage playing your music, but it's wicked. I mean, you guys go into